Hello, I hope you're all well. You join me pulling some handles. If you're new here, my name is Almudena. I'm an artist living in a van and I just document my life here on YouTube. A lot of it's very art directed, but I do sometimes like doing some travel vlogs here and there as well, just because obviously a big part of me and my partner Kyle and our dog Margot living in a van is so that we can kind of travel more and kind of live a bit more freer. But you join me, I'm pulling some handles for some pots that I've got just in front of me. I'll show you in a minute, but it's just been a while since I've filmed anything. If you watch kind of my videos, I've had some issues with my camera and I literally have just got my camera back probably last week, so I've been kind of a bit burnt out, I think, as well recently. So I feel like it's probably been like an accumulation of different things happening. But I'm just pulling some handles for a mug commission for 2 mugs that I got off my aunt, and then I'm also pulling some handles for a large vase that I'm doing. It's kind of like an experimental piece. I just want to have some fun with it, basically, just because I feel like I haven't really taken a lot of time to experiment when it comes to my ceramics. I've been kind of just making to sell, but I just thought I would do just a little bit of an update, really, what I've been up to, just because a lot's happened. I feel in June I did 2 art markets. I just want to start off with the really good stuff. I did 2 art markets which were really good. The first art market was Almouth Art Market, and I'll put up some footage as I'm talking about it so you can see what I'm on about. My goodness, that was amazing. I did do a little review of it and I did film to make a separate video, but I think I'm just going to include it in here just because I just don't have a lot of space on my phone in terms of memory, so things just aren't working particularly well. Hold on, I just need to wash my hands. I can't remember what I was talking about, but I think I was talking about something about the markets anyway. Oh my goodness, Almouth Art Market was amazing. If you are watching this and you were there, thank you so much. It was the best market I've ever done in terms of sales and just overall experience. It was just, I've done Almouth Arts Market before last year, but I was in a different location in the village. I was in a building called the Friary, and it was a beautiful building, and I loved the spot I was at. I had my table, and then behind me I had a little window seat so I could sit down, which was so nice. And as well, I had enough space to wrap things up properly, because I always feel a lot of the time I get a bit panicky and because I don't have space to wrap things up, so I rush wrap things, but I could really take my time. And yeah, it was just a really good experience, and I just felt so zen and calm the whole market. And I kind of came into it, I was very much it is what it is. If I don't do very well, that's fine. It's the thing with markets, you kind of never know what you're going to get from them. So yeah, that was just, it was just so good. And I met some lovely people, and that was really nice as well. So just overall a very good experience, and just very lovely. The thing that did the best was my sale bucket, which I don't think I've ever had as full before. So I just basically put everything in it that was old stock or kind of experiments, and it just did so well, and it really helped with my sales. So because I'm always a bit oh well, who's gonna want to buy my sale stuff? It's not that great. But I think the price range in there was from maybe about £4 up to maybe about £65, because there was some larger plates in there that just hadn't sold. So I just kind of wanted, because I don't have space for them. I don't have space to keep anything at my mum and my dad's anymore, and obviously I don't really have a lot of space in the van. So yeah, it did really well, and I'm really pleased. And it's kind of given me an idea of price point for how, in terms of that audience, of how much people are willing to spend and what people kind of are buying the most of. The majority of stuff that I sold were ceramics, to be honest, which is great, because I did have a mix of things from stickers, prints, bookmarks, ceramics, keychains and stuff, and it was mainly the ceramics that sold. So I am quite pleased with that, because that's what I like to do the best. I'm doing these are the mugs that I'm doing for a commission, and then this is the vase that I'm going to add some kind of really ornate handles to. I don't really know if I'll sell this, to be honest, because I just kind of want to have a bit of a play. But yeah, that was amazing. And then the following weekend I did another market, which again I had kind of no expectation for. I'd never done it before, to be honest. It was the Feltonbury, which I don't think they normally have kind of like artists exhibiting. Like, what, it was me and my mum that did it together. She had some glass stuff and then I had some, obviously, of my ceramics. I didn't do as well as the Almouth, but I still did for a day. I still felt like, I just felt like anything was like great, and like I did end up selling like a handful of things, and that was just really, really nice. I also launched a Kickstarter, which is now funded, which is absolutely insane. And I'm so chuffed because it's only 3 days in. I think we're only on like the 3rd or 4th day actually. Amazing. Super like pleased with that. I can't believe like I'm aware that the budget, the goal that I set, it wasn't like a particularly like big goal. It was £250 to make a zine that I really wanted to make, and I just thought it would be a lovely way to do it through Kickstarter, because it means that people are kind of getting a bit of an exclusive thing, a little bundle, and it means like they're supporting me, and it also means that I'm only buying what I need and there's not going to be any waste, and it kind of gives me an idea as well of like if people really like this idea or if people don't. So I just felt like Kickstarter gave me kind of like the financial freedom to like do that, because obviously at the minute my work is like very slow still. But yeah, my god, it was like, oh, it was just like so good. I can't believe, like, I didn't think people would be that bothered by it because it's like zines, so I was a bit unsure if people would actually like it or want it, but they did, and it's now fully funded, and that's really exciting. So then kind of like anything else, if other people want to pledge, that's absolutely fine. And what I'm thinking of doing is, say if we reach the goal was £250, so if we get to say like 300, I think I might unlock like a sticker sheet, and then I'll add that into like the bundle kind of thing, because yeah, obviously that would be like super nice. So then it's because there's only 14 backers, so it's very small, which I don't mind like at all, do you know what I mean? I think it's really sweet. But then obviously it means that, yeah, I can just add that on, and like that's like a nice little thing for me to do. So things are like going okay at the moment. There's been like a couple things that have happened which haven't made me feel particularly great. So I ended up having a panic attack last weekend or the weekend before. No, I think it was like last weekend, unfortunately. So I've been kind of navigating that a bit, and like navigating, yeah, how to move forward from that. I've decided to kind of go back into therapy, which is fine. Obviously, well, I just think I think I just need it. Like, I think I just need it. And I feel obviously very grateful that I can. Like, I've got a very good relationship, obviously, with my therapist, so I was able to kind of message her and get something sorted, which is, I think part of me feels a little bit sad about, because I think I was hoping I'd be able to navigate life without it for at least maybe like a year, but it is what it is. And I think, you know, I always say this to myself, and I say it to other people, you know, if your emotions become kind of unmanageable or overwhelming, then I feel like that's when the time you need to maybe start like looking for help, if you feel like you can't like navigate things by yourself. So that's happened. So that, I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. It's a positive because obviously I'm getting the support that like I feel like I need, but I think I felt a bit like, oh, I wish I had been able to kind of navigate life without it for a bit longer. It was like such a big step for me, like leaving therapy like in the first place, but it is what it is. And like, I know it's not forever. I know it's just like there if I need it, and I think I obviously like need it. So yeah, I feel just like I don't feel 100%. I feel quite tired at the moment. I did a tattoo yesterday, which was really nice, but I think I just found like the day hard because I had like anxiety and I had like a really bad headache. I think I was just quite stressed because I had been feeling really anxious because of the panic attack, and it kind of latched itself onto the tattoo, and so I think had been feeling quite like nervous and anxious about the tattoo. I'm just trying to I feel like I just need to understand myself a bit better, and I need to understand why I am the way that I am, and like why I get overwhelmed so easily, and like why I get kind of so exhausted easily as well, especially by like social interactions and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to so far. It's my birthday in August, which I'm going to be 29, so I'm going into like my last year in my 20s, which that brings up a lot of different feelings for me as well. I think it's kind of like the expectation of like what I expected my 29-year-old self to be doing. Definitely not living in a van. Definitely think I thought I would be in a different position for like my career as well. Imagine like a lot of people feel like that, kind of the existential dread of kind of turning 30 and what that might look like. But a lot of people in my life who are 30 just, I feel like, are killing it, even if they might not feel like it. I just feel like there was a really lovely video actually by, is it Fairy Little Peach? And she was talking about how her 30s have been so far what she had hoped her 20s to be like, and I think that resonated with me so much, because I just feel like my 20s have been an absolute mess, and it's just been really hard work, and I still feel like it's really hard. It just still feels very difficult, and I think it's more to do with like me and my brain. So I'm trying to figure out like what I'd like to know what's going on up there, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I feel like I need to go back to therapy as well, is because I want to understand like why I am the way that I am, because I sometimes feel like life feels quite difficult and I don't know if it needs to be. That's kind of, I'm interested in kind of, yeah, my birthday and what that's going to bring up, and I'm hoping, I always feel like my birthdays have been a bit difficult sometimes, so I'm hoping it'll be a really nice birthday, because me and Kyle are actually planning on going to Scotland for a week, and I'm going to try and meet up with as many friends as I can, and like that'll be super lovely as well, because it's like people I haven't seen in over a year. Or I mean, I saw my friend Georgia actually at the start of the year, which was super nice, so I'm looking forward to seeing her and just having a nice time and kind of like relaxing a bit. I feel like although me and Kyle kind of get like, we kind of go off and we have time away in the van, like we have little weekends and stuff, I still feel like things feel quite like full on, because we're kind of saving up to go out traveling again. So I'm kind of quite like looking forward to having a little break. I don't really know what I'm doing with these handles, if I'm being honest. I kind of wanted something like a bit like interesting and like a bit ornate. I wanted to make like a really fancy vase, but I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this probably for the rest of the day, and yeah, just speak to you when I speak to you, hopefully. I've been trying to film this for about an hour. I don't know what's going on. Mango just keeps coming. I'm sat on my bed and I just want to film this, and I don't know what's going on. I am super not happy with how I'm filming it, and Mango just keeps being a little bum. She keeps coming, jumping up on the bed for like 2 minutes, and then she keeps like going outside. So I'm just gonna go outside for a little bit. Just go chill out. It's where you want to be. But hello. It is the 5th of July, and today we are going to be putting some stuff into a new shop, which is quite exciting. I think I might have mentioned this in the last little clip, but I'm quite looking forward to it. I know I've met the woman before who owns the shop. It's called the Kiln Studio, and it's in Newcastle, and it's a paint and pottery studio, so that's quite exciting, kind of a bit of a different audience, and I'm just quite intrigued to see how well it goes. So I've got kind of a handful of ceramics as well as kind of a lot of printed goods, and it's making me realise that I could probably do with a bit of a restock, which is quite exciting because I've wanted to buy some new products for like a really long time, but obviously I've just kind of held back because of space and money. But because I did quite well on the Almouth art market, it means I could potentially put a little bit of money into buying some new stock in terms of, it's just like prints and stuff. So I'd like to do one maybe like an A5 print, and then maybe one like A6 print, again keeping it very small because I live in a van. And I need some new stickers as well because my stickers did quite well at the art markets, and then I'm going to be giving like a chunk of them to this new stockist as well, so that's quite exciting. I'm not sure whether to do it or not because I might have a little chat with Kyle about it, just because we're trying to obviously save to go away. That's kind of our priority, but I don't know if it's worth investing in my business in that way, because then it could generate possibly like more money. Don't know, but yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. I'm sorry that I haven't filmed in a while. I'm like super out of routine. I feel like I'm doom scrolling more, and it's like I'm reading hardly anything at the minute. I feel like I'm in like my bad habits of my routines and stuff, and like I haven't went for a run in a really long time. It's probably been like a couple weeks, so I feel like I'm really out of whack with all of that, which is, I find a bit frustrating. I think it's just because I had that little panic attack that kind of is like really, I don't really know, well, I feel like it kind of, when stuff like that happens, it kind of just really knocks me off my routine. Sorry, there was a person walking past. As someone who gets like a bit easily overwhelmed, I think I find it quite hard to kind of be consistent with stuff like that. So I'm giving myself this week to just kind of like get some things more in place, and then next week I'm going to try get back into reading a few pages in the morning instead of doom scrolling, trying to get back into going for a run at least twice a week. Once a week is absolute minimum, but at least twice a week. I walk the dog twice a day, sometimes 3 times depending on how I'm feeling and what the weather's like and stuff, but she always gets obviously like a really good walk, so I am doing exercise. But yeah, I just need to get back into the swing of doing good healthy routines and stuff. I also wasn't very well yesterday morning, just had a bit of an upset stomach, so I don't know if I've just eaten something a bit odd or what, but yeah, just I feel really like, well, I feel burnt out. That's how I feel very tired, just no motivation. So I'm trying to just like ride the wave of whatever this is, and hopefully by maybe like next week I'll be back on my normal stuff. I've got a tattoo on Sunday, which I'm feeling kind of okay about. I had been feeling quite anxious about tattooing. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my calendar just so I can tell you what I'm talking about. But this tattoo hopefully should be, it's only tattooing one person, and it's like, I think maybe smaller than my palm size, so I think that one should be fine. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get on with the day. Let's go for a walk and take the dog out, and yeah, let's just have a nice day today.